Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. I hope you enjoy your weekend. The ADA chart is in an, let's say, unchanged situation. We've seen a new low yesterday, but the orange micro support area is still holding there for our B wave pullback in a larger third wave, as highlighted here in yellow. So the yellow scenario is pretty much still being kept alive, just about, but it can only be kept alive really as long as we are holding above the wave 2 low, which formed on the 16th of August around 32 cents. So that's the make or break point for the yellow scenario. That's really the invalidation point. As long as we hold above that level, the bulls have a chance, but I posted it earlier today on Discord for our gold members that I think the downside pressure, right? The downside pressure is high here. And the white count could easily take the lead as long as we stay below 38.7 cents. So these are the key levels. So for example, we have a support zone and we have a resistance zone. The support zone needs to hold for the yellow count, the resistance zone for the white count. But because the bulls failed to create an impulse, that already indicates a failure of the bulls. It could really only work out as a diagonal, the yellow count, which is always speculative. They have a high failure rate. Therefore, my thought process is that the white count might even be leading already, but it is not confirmed yet. And how can it be confirmed? So first of all, the wave 2 there that you see in white, this corrective bounce, you could say, this remains really only likely as long as we stay below 38.7 cents, which is the reason for that resistance area, right? That's why I've got it on the chart. The 78.6 retrace level, that's the key level. And as long as we stay below that, yep, the red resistance zone keeps the pressure down. A break above it will not invalidate the white scenario, but could still, yeah, it would reduce the likelihood really of the white count, of the bearish count, because any wave 2 that breaks above the 78.6 retracement, especially if on a sustained basis, becomes less reliable, less likely, and the yellow count would start to take the lead. Invalidation point then is 40 cents. It's this swing high that formed on the 24th of August, and that's really the invalidation point for the white wave count. In the yellow scenario, we're dealing with the diagonal structure, which, as I said, ideally is holding 33.6 cents. That's still the case, but must hold the low of the 16th of August. So that's what we're tracking. And looking at further upside here, what would be next? So assuming we rally from here, and it's speculative, right? And see a break above 38.7 cents, then it will get more probable. Then the price should reach the 1.38 extension level next at 45.6 cents. Then we still need a wave 4 and a wave 5. All of them would also be ABC structures. And the fifth wave should reach 48.5 cents at least, to give us a 5-wave move. And that is the roadmap how we could move higher. Bear in mind, the C wave would be an impulse possibly. Yeah, it could be an impulse, so it could go quickly, but there is no sign this has started at this stage. So pretty much in no man's land, but the levels are very clear. We might just see directionless consolidation over the weekend, but please be aware that the white count is highly likely, especially if this is really how it played out, as a running flat or a flat correction. So we have 3 waves up in wave A, 3 waves down, overshooting B wave to the downside. That's quite bearish actually. Then the C wave might not even reach resistance. I really only added it as resistance area to highlight the couple of levels that the price could react to, but the C wave doesn't need to get there. It's not a target, it's just resistance. Yeah. So that's how I see the chart at the moment. Again, we might go a little higher over the weekend, just sort of consolidation maybe, and then we'll probably not get a decision, I would say, until the end of the weekend. That's my view. But you have the levels, so if anything breaks, then you know what's likely going to happen, what the next steps are, what the next levels are. We have support, resistance, as well as 2 invalidation points. So the break of support and resistance will already shift probabilities, but the break of the invalidation points will clarify. That's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.